Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. So since last episode, I have been very busy. It has taken a few days, but I've been working primarily over in the storage building, okay? Down here is fairly the same. There is a couple things here. We have some mob chunks. This is from killing stuff with the Solium Dagger. And it just so happened that all the mob chunks I got were green. I've got three experience chunks. I've got 5 zombie chunks. I've got 2 slime chunks and 1 creeper chunk. I didn't manage to get any skeleton chunks, but I did get those. So technically we could make a zombie seed. Actually, let's do it. I have been making wood seeds, but let's go ahead and do that. Today we're going to start getting into working on our Cobbleworks. However, there's a lot that we have to do. There's our first zombie seed. Yay! There's quite a bit that we have to do because we're actually going to be starting with something that's not super Cobbleworks-y, but it leads into our Cobbleworks because it's something that we have to have. How many of these do I need? There's a quest for these. Oh, there's a quest for nature seeds that we could complete. I need 4 of them. Okay. Okay. Or no, I can't complete the nature seed one yet. I don't think. No, I have 3. But our zombie seed's going to go right there. So I'm going to need 11 more zombie chunks before I can make another zombie seed. Or all the zombie seeds I need for that quest. But anyways, back into here. Let's go back into here. The tower that's over there, the only thing that's in that tower is my bonsai pots. That's it. Everything else has been removed. Over here, we have all of our clutter stuff. This is like my important things, kind of a thing, that I'm using. But over here, it's just all the clutter. Everything that hasn't gone into a drawer, most of these are empty. But this pack, of course, has the ability to merge to nearby chests if you hold shift and deposit to nearby chests. So I can just stand right here and just dump everything that doesn't get put into a drawer. That's why I've got those set up, just clustered up right there. But you can see I ran some more drawers. There is one right here, and I'll show you where that connects to. Everything else connects through this one, and then I've got one over here that connects into, that's going to be running the Cobbleworks. So over here is our ingots. I did go mining, and I did upgrade these to gold chests. So, by the way, don't make these. The recipe's set up in this pack to where they're actually a waste. Because if you make the iron to gold chest recipe, you're basically wasting 9 gold. Because you still have to have an iron chest. Or, I mean, 9 iron. You're wasting 9 iron, and that's true for all of these. Like, you're going to waste 9 gold right there. You're going to waste 9 copper. You're going to waste 9 silver. Just clean it out and just upgrade it. Unless you just have a lot of resources. Which, realistically, I have a lot of resources, but I still don't want to waste them. Plus, I have to make a block. And that's just... until we get the factorizer, I've got to melt it and do all that stuff. So, and then I've got all of our tables set up over here. And my bed's over there. But if we head upstairs... right up to here... this is not probably going to say sandstone, but for right now it's sandstone. Over here we've got... this little section is going to be a continuation of the Cobbleworks that comes up here. Back in here, this is blocks. So we've got blocks. We've got lots of blocks. This is... I actually don't have enough space. I've got dirt slotted, but I'm already at 8 stacks, so I can't deposit anymore. We're going to have to make upgrades. Of course, I'm going with like the smallest possible drawers in terms of storage. So, yeah, that's on me. Back in here, this is all still part of that main drawer network. This is wood stuff. So we've got on this wall is kind of just miscellaneous wood products. Nothing on this wall yet. But over here we have different trees. They're set up sapling, wood, plank, leaves. Because we'll be getting all of those for sure. So that's the way these drawers are set up. And then if we go back through here, this is that one like drawer controller that's off by itself. And this is mob items. Is what it is. I'm probably going to have more space than I need, but I'll put something else in here. But just different mob-related things. And then mob-related things. These are different types of Animania wool. There's only like 7 of them or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and slot them, and then I've got regular wool here. So plus some of these wool types look awesome if I'm doing like a carpet. I think they look a lot better than these wool types. I like the coloring a bit more. It's a little bit more of like a natural color, which should be like the kind of carpet that I'm going to want in this type of area. So, and it is a bit of a mess. It is a bit of a mess. So, and then over here we have this big thing. And it goes over to that little thing. That little thing is nowhere near done. This big thing is nowhere near done. It's going to make sense. It's not just going to be a big line that comes out. It's going to make sense once the build all comes together. But of course, I've got to expand those walls and add more farms and do all this stuff. But we're going to be working over there today, and I got marks forever. Okay, I was actually going to start off the episode by making the gluttony charm, and then I got everything for it. Like, here's everything for it. But I was looking at this and I was thinking it was the mage's workshop. It's the jeweler's workshop that we need, and for that we're going to need refined glowstone before we can make that. So, free Bitron Prime stuff getting the wall. Okay. So I'd actually started off, I was making that, and then I recorded some footage. We did complete 2 quests. That was the salt quest and the potato quest, because I was making some bread. But that's all we did. So that's all you missed, really. Because then I realized, oh, and I made this wooden chest transporter. I made this, and we get a wooden chest transporter and a copper coin for completing that. So just a heads up. It only has 1 durability, so it broke. But I was moving stuff over from that building, and I was like, well, I'll make one of these real quick. I was going to repair it in the lava anvil, but it only has the 1 durability on that first tier. The later tiers have some more durability, so we'll probably end up making one of those and just repairing it. So what we're going to be doing today, we are actually going to be starting off, because with our Cobbleworks and the additions that we're going to make, we're finally going to be getting some actual RF generation. Because I'm going to need that stuff for my crafters. I'm going to need that stuff for some furnaces. I'm going to need that stuff for a few different things. And I don't have any RF production here, and I can't put solar panels inside this room. Okay, so we're actually going to start into just a little bit of RF production just to help us get our Cobbleworks up and going. Because we're going to be adding some other stuff other than just making sand, sandstone, and fresh water. We're going to be making salt. We're going to be making glass. We're going to be making cobblestone. We're going to be making stone. We're going to be making circuit plates from this first batch of, and maybe some other stuff, maybe like gravel or something. I don't know, but we're going to need some RF production. There's no way around it. And in this pack, I'm trying not to go just too fast, because I actually kind of like stopping and smelling the roses and kind of just having fun. And, we could just push on to crazy RF production, but that's not fun. I don't want to just go for the best things. That's normally how I play anyways, so. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. But, alright, let me pop up here. Let me get some wood, because we're going to have to make up some treated wood. But generally, I don't know, modded Minecraft, you can, in most packs, you can just push, and in this pack even, I could just dump all my resources and effort into just going for the best possible thing. I'm in the wrong area. But it's just not, that's not a fun way to play, I don't think. Yeah, that's already locked. Hey, this, I didn't check all this with F7 after putting in the trim, so that one little spot could spawn mobs. I'm also going to need a bit of steel for this. Actually, I've got to come back over here in a minute. So let's pop over here and let's just grab this stone tank. And I'm actually curious if this will work. So treated wood, I'm pretty sure it's standard. Yeah, it's standard recipe. So I'm wondering if this will work. I know some tanks it'll work for. Yes, it will. Awesome. Okay, so we're just going to make, pow, there we go. And I'll just put this back over there. And it's actually going to drain some, because this is, yeah, it's got quite a bit of creosote backed up in there. Let's see, to make the actual water wheel, we are going to need 8 of these in this pack. So let's go ahead. Let me see. Yeah, it's 2 crafts. Actually, you know what? I think I could maybe use my saw and get more out of this. Does that make 4? Yes. Okay. So we're going to need 8 crafts of these. Actually, you know what? I need more treated wood, because I need 16 more crafts of this. So there we go. There's all the treated sticks that we need. But, and I had some steel running. Is that, Yeah, that's done. The slag's done. Okay. And let me grab just some more wood. Hey, zombie essence. I need to get that slotted. Oh, when I was making salt, one thing to note is when you have a recipe that takes like dough, took water to make, and you don't have to take a bucket and dump water in there every time. You can actually just take a bucket of fresh water and put it in the crafting grid, and it counts as a bucket of water being within the internal inventory for the kitchen workshop. So just a heads up on that. It's kind of a... I thought it was kind of neat. It actually saved me a little bit of headache in that. But, like I said, it didn't actually end up working out the way I was hoping it was going to work out. But okay, so let me actually get that tank back real quick. I need to bring another batch of coal over here. Probably the next time that I gather coal essence, I'll fill that up and make more coal coke. Because now we're going to be using tree of wood. And I actually intend for us to have, we're going to have quite a bit of water wheels. We're going to start with 3 today, but we are going to have quite a bit of them, you know, long term. So, okay, so then we can craft up, well, there's 21. I'm going to need, let me just go ahead and get some more treated wood. That is now empty. And there's our other 3. Okay. Okay, and then for each of these, we're going to need to get ourselves 5 steel, which we've already got. So we should be good to craft our 3 water wheels. There we go. And I'm sure there's a quest somewhere for this, I imagine. Maybe down in the main quest line somewhere. But, yeah, we're just kind of going off on a tangent right now. Alright, let me dump all this stuff. I'll have to grab some more blueberries, but that's fine. And we'll go ahead and slot zombie essence. Should be... See, I think that's right after ice. Yeah. So we'll put that right there. That's all the tier 1 seeds. We now have at least one of all the tier 1 seeds. So, yay. Now we can start focusing on, well, I've got to focus on getting all of them up to, you know, 40 of the seed. But then we can, we'll be focusing on the tier 2 stuff after that. Okay, so we've got our water wheels. The next thing we're going to need is the Kinetic Generator or whatever it's called. The, the thing that goes, I can never remember the name of it. Let me find it here real quick. Kinetic Dynamo. Okay, so for this, we're going to need to get into basic control circuits. This is the very basic of stuff. But they're cheap enough. We can make them in the engineer's workshop. They're a little bit expensive. We're going to have to make up some super glue. And for this, we're going to need glue compound, which is a combination of rubber and sandy glass dirt. And, oh, we could actually smelt it and make 2, though. Let's go ahead and actually make our alloy kiln. I've been wanting to make that anyways, and it's not very expensive. I've just got to remember, it's like kiln bricks. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to need to get ourselves compressed sand, and you only need 8 of these, so just 2 crafts of this will be fine. We're going to need some nether bricks, bronze, compressed gravel. Okay, let me pop upstairs. Actually, one thing I'd like to look at... Crafting table on a stick. Let's make one of these. And I've actually got some signs over here. Okay, there is our crafting table on a stick. And that way we can kind of just craft portably, which will be useful. I'll have to pop over to where the sand generator was, because that's where all my sand is at. That new one only has like a stack in there, so, or inside of this building, so. And by the way, stuff that's up here will get removed from here. It won't be slotted up here anymore once it gets added to the Cobbleworks. So, right now, it's just, I'm going to need how many of these for the kiln bricks? I think it's like 8. I may have to go out and get more cobblestone. Or more gravel, I mean. Yeah, I'm going to need 8 of these. No, I can pull this off. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to need sandstone, which I've got. Yeah, and then nether bricks, which I've got nether bricks. Yeah, actually, right here. I need 8 of those. Let's see. There's 8 of those. And then we're going to need standard bricks. Which I know a place where I can go get standard bricks. So we're just going to... yeah, because I don't have any here. Yeah, I'm just going to take a little trip out and just go get... Because I've been using my clay for making brownstone and brownstone. Both variations of brownstone. I don't want to waste my clay on making bricks, really. I have quite a bit of it, and I keep finding a lot of it, but... Okay, let me pop over... Well, let me actually just take a little trip. Hey. You die. It's like a roguelike entrance, roguelike dungeon entrance, which, by the way, we're going to actually tackle that roguelike dungeon that's right under our base, because I keep running into it when I'm mining, and I keep thinking, man, we need to actually check that out. And really, we have the weapons that we should have for that. It's somewhere around here. Oh, I passed it. It's back this way. Okay, let me head back over here. And I'm going to have me some cake. I don't know if I'll gather up all of it, but I'm going to gather up at least a bit of it. And we're actually getting glass panes from this too, because this has silk touch on it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to gather all of it, but I'm going to get like a stack, and then I can come back later and gather up some more. That's fine. I think we'll actually get back, because it's so close to the base, so we'll get back before it gets dark. Okay, so the sand... Okay, we can compress with just hitting K. That works. Awesome. If we have a crafting grid open. And then I've got... Oh, wait, I need 8 sandstone per. Which I really need to get this plugged back up, because I'm almost out of sand. Got a little bit of sand in here. Which actually... Just so I don't run out of sand, I'm going to do that. Yeah, and then we've got the bricks. All we need is the, was it bronze plates? It is bronze plates. Okay, I might have some bronze plates. I might have to make some bronze plates. I'm not for sure. Once we get the alloy kiln, it's going to be a whole lot easier to make these alloys, like bronze and stuff. But I've got 6 bronze plates. I need 2 more, but I have bronze right here. We're going to need to get a better way to make plates here soon, too. That's high up on our agenda, but... Okay, so there we go. There's our 8 bronze plates, and then we can make our kiln bricks. 8 of those. Okay, now we are set. And life's about to get a whole lot easier now. Dump that stuff into there. And I guess I should dump this. Holding on to those, because I'm making nature seeds. I'm going to dump all of that and that into there. Because that's stuff that we're working with. I'm going to set up the alloy kiln right here, and that'll be fine. Oh, you know what? I don't have an engineer's hammer anymore either. I did make a new resonating wand. I made that between episodes because I knew we're going to be needing that here soon. So I figured I'd go ahead and just whip up one of those. Okay, so our engineer's hammer, there's that. Again, a second time. And let's go activate this kiln. And then we'll be able to make alloys very easily. Very, very easily. Okay. So what we're going to do is... What exactly was I making? Okay, well, I'm going to need to make electrotine alloy. I'm also making... maybe that was it. Maybe that's what I was working on. But electrotine alloy is 4 electrotine and iron. And then that is... We can make it actually in here without the need for sawdust now. We can make it with just copper and redstone. Oh, that's right. We can make it with a mortar. There we go. Yeah. That'd be the way to do it, I think, at this point. Because we're not actually using it for ore doubling anymore. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make... let's see. This was... I'm going to make a little bit extra, of course. But that makes 10 per craft. I'm going to go ahead and do, like, 15 copper. And we'll just toss that into there. And we're going to have to give it some fuel. We're just going to give it some coal. And let me actually grab a bit more coal and load that down. It looks like it's going to be... Yeah, it's pretty slow, but that's fine. We're at 6%. But we've got that running. We can start getting some of this other stuff together. We're going to need iron rods, which is just iron in the blacksmith workshop. And, oh, does it take... yeah, it takes a little bit of methane gas. Okay, I got the electrotine and I got it done, and I'm making the electrotine alloy. It's nice because we only use 4 electrotine instead of 8. Doing it through the alloy kiln, it just takes a little while longer. I'm going to make some more of these, but I've got to get more gravel, and I'm probably just going to wait until maybe we get into the Cobbleworks a little bit. But anyways, and then I made some slimy biomass, and we've got plenty of methane gas in here now. So I think... what we need to do right now is we need to make the glue so I can start making transistors. And I've also got to figure out how we're going to melt this. Alright, we need super glue to make the basic control circuit. But to make super glue, The magma crucible needs basic control circuits. The melter will need a basic control circuit. I mean, we can buy super glue cells. You get 10 of them. That would actually probably be better. But, I don't know. Because it seems like in order to melt the super glue, I'm going to need super glue. I'll tell you what. We're going to make some of the glue compound. That's rubber with sandy glass dust, which is just sandy glass with a mortar. And I've actually got, I think it's upstairs. I've got some sandy glass that we made, or got from a reward, I think it was. Okay, maybe it's not up here. Maybe it's downstairs. Was there a quest, by chance? Yeah, they want us to make sandy glass dust, 10 of it. Okay, let's kind of follow that quest line so we can kind of get a feel for... Maybe there's they tell us how to make that, because there's actually an empty cell. Because we're kind of going around in circles. But I feel like just buying those cells would be a pretty good way to go for making the super glue, I feel like. Okay, quest complete, sandy glass dust. And we get 4 glass, 2 empty cells, and a copper coin. And then solid glue compound cell. Put sandy glass dust and rubber in an empty cell to obtain a filled glue compound cell. Which actually, I've got some circuit plates here. I'm going to go ahead and grab those out. I'm going to go ahead and make another tree tap because we lost all of our ones when our backpack exploded. I've got some more rubber. I think it's upstairs, actually. I feel so slow walking on this. But I've got some rubber and some... I think I was about to put it up there with the rubber trees, but whenever I was figuring out how I was going to place, you know, all the different items in the drawers, and then I was like, well, I don't really have space for the rubber, so I ended up not doing that, but we got 10 sap, though. And I'm going to have to make up some more empty cells, which I think is a quest, so we're going to end up, I guess, following some quest lines. That's fine. Okay, to make the empty cells, it's 10 and 10 plates. Okay, so there's our empty cells. So those are done. And then we just need our rubber, which should be done now. Yep. Okay, so we're going to take, I guess, well, I need to combine this first. So there's our glue compound, and there's our solid glue compound cells. I'm just going to get 5 of those because we can actually double this in the alloy kiln. Oh wait, I was supposed to double it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's not that expensive anyways, so. Okay, so we get rubber and silver coin for that. And then put the solid glue cells in a furnace to obtain super glue cells. Okay. And actually our electrotine, yeah, we've got quite a bit of that done. Let me grab that. And one thing I was wanting to do, since we've got the materials for it, let's grab 4 Intermedium Essence. And we're going to start making electrotine. Is that not right? Oh, I need electrotine dust for it. Okay. That's even better. Alright, so let me just pull that out because I don't actually need... And I'll just grab this electrotine. I'm going to start making just electrotine because that's going to save us a lot of just time and effort. To just have the seeds for that. So, there's our first electrotine seed. Oops. And then this stuff can be used to make electrotine alloy. You can't actually make electrotine with it. And I'm just going to set these seeds up. We'll start growing these like right over here. So... electrotine alloy seeds. I need to make just a bunch of those, like really useful ones that we're going to need, so. Okay, so there's our super glue cells, and quest complete, maybe? There we go. We get 2 mushroom steaks, 2 inverted light blue lamps, and a copper coin for that quest. Then they want us to get circuit plates. I actually have 9 of them. That was from using my pick on stone. But all we've got to do for our circuit plates is... here, let me get... got a little bit of stone. I'm going to go ahead and grab like 6 of them. It's more than we need for the quest, but it wouldn't hurt to have some extras. Oh wow, I can actually double this. How did I get this before? Or are they different in this pack? Circuit plates. Okay, it was probably from doing it on granite. Is what it was probably from. Honestly, if you just made a whole bunch of Unbreakable Fortune 3 auto smelt picks, like that would be the way to get everything, like, to like the best way to Cobbleworks. So, all right. Yeah, we got 27. Whoa. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, we got 27 circuit plates. We get either 6 circuit plates, 2 sandy glass, or 2 silver coins. I'm going to take the silver coins. All the rest of this is basic Cobbleworks stuff. Okay, so that quest line is finished now. That's all we needed for that quest line. It's funny, there's a quest down here to get flowers. I don't have any poppies. I could probably go out and get some, no problem. But okay, so we've got the super glue sails that we need. And so then what we're going to do, now that we got that was a little bit of a tangent once again. I want to make kinetic dynamos. And first up, the iron rods. All we got to do is just drop our iron into there. And I can't remember what tools we need for this. The burner, the hammer, the pliers. So there's 4 iron rods. No? Oh, it's going to take up too much durability. And we'll go ahead and start dropping some of this stuff into here. So I've got the copper gears, I've got the iron rods, and I've got the silicon plates. And then we've got to get ourselves 8, I'm just going to go ahead and use up the durability on this. We need 8 iron plates, and, okay, I've got 1 in here. Okay, so there's all of that. This is like so much work for our kinetic dynamo. And then we need to get ourselves copper coil block and basic control circuit, both of which require some glue. So the electrotine, we've got that. That's not a problem for the control circuit. The circuit plates we've got, the silicon we've got, the transistors. These require iron, paper, redstone, gold, and circuit plate with a little bit of super glue inside of the engineer's workbench. I'm going to go ahead and just dump in, I'll just dump in one of these for right now. Paper, and then the tool that we need is the driver and the punch. Cutter's driver punch, which I've got cutters right there. And actually, I've got a driver and punch, I think. There's the driver. There's the punch. Okay. These are the copper ones that we had to make for that quest, so. There we go, and we get 4 transistors. Pa-pow. Okay, and then for this, we need some more super glue. Of course. Let me go ahead and just add a little bit more of that. We need a couple transistors. I'm actually going to go ahead maybe and just make 2 of these. Because we're going to need them for the Cobbleworks and everything. I'm going to have to make more of these things, in fact. Okay, and let me dump that in there. There is 2 basic control circuits. Oops. Okay, and now we need the copper coil block. Now this thing is expensive. Normally it's not that expensive, but it is expensive on here. To craft 8 of them, we need the copper wire, but each of these is going to take a plate until we get our metal press. So, and of course plates right now, since we don't have any way to make plates easily, you know, it's a little bit more expensive. So, okay, we're going to need the cutters, which are here. Switch those around. Actually, I should just store these in here, because then I can shift-click the recipes in. And I'm going to make a little bit extra of this. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just... Okay, there's 15 plates. And I've got some more in here. So I've got 22 plates. That's good. And then we're going to need to... can I just use... Yeah, I think I can use... Yeah. Okay. So there's 22 copper wire. And we need the cutters, the pliers, and the driver. And to make it, it is laid out like that. And I'm just going to store that copper wire in there. We're also going to need to get ourselves, I think the wood gears are just, no they're not. They're not like that. How do you make wooden gears? Oh, they're just sticks, okay. Okay, so there's 6 of those. And then these go right here, and then I think it's wood. No, is it not that? Wooden gear. Oh, I haven't added the super glue yet. So let me add 2 of those. And then we can get our LV wire coils. I've got enough in there for another craft. I'm probably just going to buy some super glue cells, because it seems like, well, actually, I've got glue compound right there. I can just go ahead and craft this. for now. But okay, so we've got our LV wire coils, and then we have to say goodbye to all of those that we just made, because we have to make 2 of these LV, or these copper coil blocks. There's that. There's that. There is our Kinetic Dynamo. Woot. Okay, so we've got that, and we've got our 3 water wheels now. So we're actually pretty close to being able to plug this thing up. Now what we're going to need is, we're going to need our LV wire that's running right now. We're also going to need the LV... Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. The LV wire connectors and relays. So let's see what these require. They are standard and standard. Okay. I like that. I'm going to need to just melt down some clay blocks, which actually... Let's go right out here, maybe? Because I'll be able to gather this with the hammer, and it's just going to save me wasting just a bunch of clay. I need to get Silk Touch on the shovel. Well, I actually put Fortune on the shovel, but I need to get a shovel with Silk Touch on it for gathering this stuff. I'll do that, but not right this second. Okay, there's 6. That's going to be enough for us to get started. Okay, and our super glue cells are done. Let's go ahead, dump that in there, and we'll get 8 of those. And I'm going to set that... Actually, I could just put them in here instead of dumping the stuff in there. I'm sure it probably works kind of like the water does. So, but okay, we can get ourselves... there is 8 LV wire relays. And then we just need the connectors. Which actually, I've got some electrotine. I'm going to get some more electrotine seeds going, in fact. I don't think I have the intermedium, but I can take this stuff and break it down. And I've got enough for 2 more. Oh, I've actually got it in here already. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just... let's get 2 more of these. These seeds are going to be useful. Okay, so there's 4 seeds. I wonder if there's a quest for this. I bet it'll be 4 seeds and maybe... There we go. Okay, quest complete. Electrotine seeds. We get a fertilized essence, 4 intermedium essence, electrotine alloy plate, and a silver coin. So now we should be pretty much... I need to put apiaries down through here. We should be pretty much good to go on electrotine at this point, I think. Okay, so our terracotta is done. Let's go ahead and get our LV wire connector. Okay, and now we can actually go plug this up real quick. We won't get... I don't think we're going to get to the Cobbleworks part today. I apologize, but we're just not going to have time. It's taken a while to get this thing up and going. I'm also going to need a bucket. Okay. So let's go... Actually, I really need 2 buckets. I think I can actually use a sail, though, for this. Yeah, I can get a water sail. Okay, so what we're going to do... first up, we'll come over here and we'll plug up our water wheels. Okay, so we're going to have our... This is not a permanent structure. Like the way it's laid out, like the blocks and stuff, that's not going to stay this way, I promise. This is just, I was in a test world and I was figuring out exactly what size I needed and everything. And this is basically the size that I need for this. And then we're going to make some alterations. So we're going to put our Kinetic Dynamo setting right there. Actually, let's put it on this side. Because I'm going to end up putting water wheels on this other side and then this stuff will get cleaned up. So we'll do that instead. And then we'll just place down our water wheels into that Kinetic Dynamo like that. And now comes the fun part. Now comes the really, really fun part. Then we'll have, of course, there's going to be an LV wire connector here, and that's going to pull the power out of this Kinetic Dynamo. And it's going to run it back, and then it's going to run along this little coastline, I think. I mean, I could have it run through the water, which could look kind of cool. We'll do some thinking on that. And actually, the, let's see. The LV capacitor is not bad. Takes silicon. That's actually not that bad. We may make some of these to make like a power bank, because I would really like to have a power bank over in the Cobbleworks that just runs off of this water wheel power. But let's actually do, let's do slash back here. Let's head up. And what we're going to do, this right here, this is where that big thing comes out. And we're going to have, I'm not going to put the water running through here. It's going to be like a water channel that runs through. And basically the water is going to run out to these different things. It's going to run to different little farms, and it's going to run to water wheels and things like that. And it's going to make sense coming up out. The water's going to be coming up out of there. It's going to make sense, but I promise. Let's go ahead and put our water down like right there, and we'll put down our water sail. Did that break my water sail? Yeah, it broke my water sail. Huh. Anyways, we got an infinite water source up here. And actually where this mark is, this is a here mark. We can open up that. And then I'll just delete that mark. If we head down now, you can see that our water wheels are churning. Okay. So we've kind of got like this water system that's bringing water from this central tower. Maybe like where the main oasis is for this area or whatever. And it's dropping water into the places that need water. So then if we hop down here, you can see, of course, like I said, these blocks are going to change. And nighttime is going to be setting on me. Let me grab this so we can sleep. At least keep the mobs away. Okay. The water is basically running through the water wheel, and it's coming out the front side here, and it's pouring out into the river. And then going to, wherever. Wherever it's going to go. So that's kind of the idea. And then I'm going to change up the sandstone blocks. Sandstone is just what I have a lot of. Sandstone is basically my cobblestone. Because, we've got the sand generator. So, but then I'll change it up into blocks that actually match. And then this is going to have big supports that come up. And kind of support our big aqueduct system. And then this is going to be kind of like a well system, which we'll set that up soon enough. And that's why it seems like a lot of the water is coming from that tower. And it is going to be coming from that tower. So it's like our water drill, so to speak. But anyways, there's going to be big supports that come up and hold that up. And then it's going to pour down on top of our water wheels. And we'll have just a nice big bank of water wheels here at the mouth, or at the back end of this river here. Just kind of lined up. And I don't know, I thought about building them up a little bit higher. We might do that. I haven't decided yet. So, we'll see. So, that may get pushed up a little bit, but I've got the dimensions down, and then if I want to shift it up, maybe some blocks and have, which I probably will now that I think about it, but we can always just block up that water temporarily and then fix that. So, hey. You got a zombie chunk for me. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So our water is now running. It's running. And then I got to run the power over to this building. Because it's basically going to power our Cobbleworks is the plan in this. We're just going to have completely passive power that's powering our completely passive material generation system. And then we'll have like an LV bank set up that stores up all that LV power and then feeds it into our machines. Okay, it actually hasn't been all that long since I last cut, but there was an update to the pack. And this is half thank goodness update. And this is half kind of a weird update. Okay, there was some stuff added, and one of the most notable, oh my goodness, thank goodness it's time. The Spice of Life was not really removed. It's still in here because you can make the lunchbox. It's still in the mod pack, but all the features of it are removed. Which the lunchbox, yeah, it's actually like super useless now. I'd rather just see the mod removed because, I can just carry food. Now I don't have to carry a bunch of different types of food. I can just carry a type of food. Or, later on, once we get farther into Pam's, we might carry buff foods or something like that. But we don't have to eat different things. And I absolutely hate Spice of Life with a passion. I hate it so much. Spice of Life, scaling health, just no thanks. So that was taken out, and Spice of Life Carrot Edition was added instead, which I actually used that in the pack. Actually, two of the mods that are added I actually use in the pack I've been working on. But Spice of Life's Carrot Edition, I'm hoping that it gets expanded upon, because as it stands right now, you eat like 100 foods and that's it. And then you're done. Which maybe, you know, if the pack didn't have Pam's Harvest Craft, that would make sense, but it has Pam's Harvest Craft, so it's only really in for like, you know, 100 foods, which we could do 100 foods in no time. But you get 10 extra hearts. So it would be nice to actually see that mod utilized a bit more, because it goes really, really good with Pam's Harvest Craft, and you know, there could be a bit more with it. Even if it was like you get 10 hearts, but it's like 50 foods per heart, that would be kind of cool. But as it stands right now, it's not. You know, it could be done a little bit more with, I think. And then also Little Tiles was added to the pack, which, as you guys know, if you guys have been around the channel very long, you know I absolutely love Little Tiles, and I've been pushing for this mod to show up in packs for like a year now, and this is the first pack that I've been playing anyways that it's just been naturally added, and it's wonderful. I'm glad to see it. I do think it's a little bit weird that it's added alongside Chisels and Bits, because they do the same thing, but at the same time, I can kind of understand, like, Little Tiles is way better than Chisels and Bits, at least in my opinion. It does so much cool things, and at least now we can make some of the things from Little Tiles. Of course, I'm probably going to switch entirely to this building, since I've already started with Chisels and Bits. I'm probably going to finish out this building with Chisels and Bits. So I can understand, like, not removing Chisels and Bits because people have builds that utilize it, and it would be, you know, it would be a big no-no to remove something like that this late into a pack. But Little Tiles, absolutely wonderful. And I mean, we've got particle blocks. I love the little particle blocks. They're so cool. But it's basically like Chisels and Bits, but way better. But it's just underused in mod packs, you know. Of course, I've got it in the pack I'm working on, but I'm wanting to see it in more packs. Like, I personally think it should just replace Chisels and Bits entirely, because you can do so much with this. Like, you just have so much cool stuff, which we'll get into. This is like Chisels and Bits on speed or something. I don't know, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So we'll have a lot of fun with that. So I am happy to see that. But and the nice thing is it is a lot more performance friendly than Chisels and Bits, in my experience. It also makes your load time, if you have Little Tiles instead of Chisels and Bits, like if you don't, of course this pack it's not going to affect it because it's got both, but if you just have Little Tiles, your pack will load so much faster than if you just had, say, Chisels and Bits instead. It's better, and plus it's a lot more performance friendly when you start getting into crazy amounts of, you know, chisel and bitting and stuff like that, in my experience. So, but there's some really cool stuff with it. There's some really cool, because you could build like cool designs so fast because of the tools that it gives you. It's so good. So we'll definitely be checking that out here soon, because I have a soft spot for that mod. I've loved it ever since I found it, like, I don't know, like a year ago, because I remember talking about it, back on SevTech. We were talking about it on a stream back then. Of course, I'd been playing around with it well before that even, and it's such a good mod. You guys are going to love it. If you've never played around with it, you're going to love it so much. So, but yeah, so, and then there was some other mod added. I can't remember what it is. It wasn't one of the major ones, so. But Spice of Life, Carrot Edition was added, and Little Tiles. Hopefully Carrot Edition sees some more use out of it, because it's very underutilized in this pack at the moment. But it was just added, so hopefully something gets done with that. But I'm so happy to see the Spice of Life is gone now. I'm very, 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 very excited about that. But anyways, we are going to end out this episode here because it's wrap-up point. Next episode, we are going to continue on with the Cobbleworks stuff. We're going to be actually plugging things up, which will be good, and getting the crafting going, and then probably get the cobblestone generator up and running, and, you know, smelting that for stone and all that stuff. We'll start getting into that, which will be good, because we'll start having stuff coming in. And then from there, we'll expand out into more stuff. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.